Hey y'all, welcome back to the farm. So today it's a little cooler than it has been, and we've got a winter storm coming in. It may be more rain or more snow. We're kind of on the edge of the cut line or whatever. But anyway, we've got a few things we need to do around the farm, and also before that storm comes in, I need to work on a faucet that has been dripping and get it running good so it doesn't freeze up on me. And first, we're gonna go out here and check on the chickens. Hadn't been out here today yet. Deanna and I had a marriage conference at our church this morning, and man, it was good. If you don't do something to work on your marriage, do anything. It's rewarding and worth the time. So it was pretty good. Pretty humorous at times too. Let's see how these chickens are doing. They're just kicking around being chickens. They got feed, but I need to freshen up their water bowl before I shut this faucet off in case I can't get it fixed. We'll bring this out here and rinse it out. Y'all check out the chickens. They found the worms under that water bowl. They are getting a treat. Pretty cool. We'll go up here and get the hose. Rinse out that bowl right quick and give them some fresh water. And then we'll water the onions. So they make sure, just in case nothing comes in, I want to make sure the onions are getting some water. We hope they make a good crop of onions this year. We didn't plant any onions last year. This is the faucet I need to work on. I've got a kit for it, and it said one place on the internet that it was the right kit for a C1000 series faucet. But nothing on the package says it'll fit a C1000 faucet, so I don't know if it's going to fit. Have a backup plan. I've got a brand new one. I just have to dig down and get rid of the water that's in the hole of the faucet. So it's been dripping. I hadn't shut it off lately because I needed water up here, and I just didn't shut it off because it wasn't going to freeze. But with the storm coming, we got to make sure and get it fixed where it won't freeze. First off, let's get these chickens taken care of. I'm trying out a new microphone, wireless microphone. We're trying out a new wireless microphone. Had a lot of wind problems the other day. It was really windy though. But this microphone is wireless. It's supposed to be pretty good in the wind. And we'll see. I've never used a wireless quite like this. We've always used the Rode microphone that hooked up on top of the camera. And half the time it's hanging down in front of the lens, which is no good. I don't like that. But it's just what we have been living with. I bought a cold foot extension. Sorry, I had to move the water hose. I bought a cold foot extension to raise that microphone up, and it still gets in front of the lens. It's crazy. It's just big and long, hangs out there. Anyway, this one is my new one. Got it hooked up. Hopefully it's working, and we'll just check it out. Let's get this pan rinsed out right quick. good. There, we just got to get her filled up. So my water hose doesn't quite reach all the way down here. So I have to shoot it through the fence to get her filled up. But I got good pressure, so it's no problem. To get her filled up, you just gotta aim. Sometimes it's hard to get it through them spots. That well pump will kick up and down, and you can tell my water won't go quite as far when the pump kicks out. So anyway, I don't have to fill it plumb up because they'll make it dirty, and we'll do it again tomorrow. Well, we got the chickens some good clean water, and we'll go check their eggs right quick. They've been doing really good on eggs. I'm guessing 5 eggs. Well, I didn't get that right. We got 3, but that's better than we were getting. They went a long time without giving us any eggs until I put that heater light in here on that last cold storm, which it got down into negative temperatures, or right at negative temperatures. So they have really picked up their egg production. But let's go shut that water off. And drag that hose back up here with me so I can water the onions. I may just go ahead and water the onions first, and then we'll take the eggs in. I got them in the pocket of my hoodie. Sure don't want to make a pocket omelet, break them eggs in there, you know. It's not a good thing. If you ever had chickens and collected eggs, you probably had a pocket omelet. I know I have. All right, let's get these onions watered. Got them good and watered. They're looking okay. Looks like a couple of them I might need to put down in the ground a little better. But so far everything's good on them. Go over here and shut this water off and kind of see what kind of tools I need to take the faucet apart. I'm hoping I can just grab it right here and right here with a couple of pipe wrenches. I may actually have a wrench this size and not a pipe wrench. But before we fix that, we gotta take these eggs in. It's cold. I got my fingers all frosted up from spraying that water. It's like 50 degrees out here, but the wind chill's putting it down in the low 40s. It's a pretty high wind. Y'all look, we went from no eggs at all to completely filling our egg rack in less than a week, which I had never counted how many that'll hold. Probably a couple dozen. Let's get in Big Blue and see if we can find the tools we need. All right, I got 2 pipe wrenches, my 2 biggest ones, the repair kit that I need, and a pair of gloves. So we'll break it down and see what other tools we might need. I think we need a couple small wrenches, but that shouldn't be no big deal. So take these tools up there, and then we got to shut the water off and get the hose off. Let's get this hose off right quick. I have to use a pair of pliers. I keep them right here close. But this water hose connector, it's gotten beat up. It's aluminum. It just, I don't know, it gets where it's hard to keep it from leaking, so I use a pair of pliers. We got that off. Put the pliers up in the greenhouse. All right, we got the hose off. I don't know if you can see that. I think you can on camera. That's the drip we got to stop. So So now let's go shut this water off. Right after we bought the farm, the water line got a leak in it, and we could not find the leak, because if you can see right there is our well house, and that's a long ways up there. We never found the leak, so I rebuilt it all. There's a shut off right there in that white cap for the house. Well, I put one right down here for the greenhouse water, and then I got another one right up there that shuts off our guest house. So I made it a little more convenient than just one shut off. To shut off the the greenhouse water up there and the guest house, I used to have to go shut everything off up there at the pump house. Right there, it's trying to focus on my glove because I didn't do this. So now you can see the well house way up there. Let's get in here and shut this off. Get the leaves out of the way. All right, it's off. I use that bird bath to put over that. Now the fun part, seeing if I can get that faucet broke apart. I don't know if I can or can't. We're gonna do what we can. Let's see if we can figure it out. You wanna always open that handle because it pulls the plunger up at the bottom, and that way it doesn't give you extra friction that you shouldn't have to deal with. I'm hoping I can put this pipe wrench right here, hold it with my body, and use that bigger pipe wrench here. I had a wrench that would fit that, but it's a box end, and I have no way to get a box end on there. I didn't have an open end wrench. So we're gonna do it with pipe wrenches, if we can. There we go. Let's see what happens. Oh, nothing. Moving in the ground. Nope. I ain't strong enough, y'all. I don't know. Go see if I can find a couple cheaters, and I'll be back. Okay, y'all. I don't have any idea if this is gonna work or not. I hope it does. Don't fall. If it don't work, I can always edit this part out. That is not really gonna work there. But maybe. It's turning in the ground real easy. It's not turning right here where I need to break it loose. to go get a hammer and just rap on this and warm it up. And we'll see from there if that works. Okay, here we go again. Round 3. I didn't want to have to get a torch because it takes an act of Congress to move my torch. It's big bottles. It's all the way up in my shop. And so I'm racking my brain to try to think of what I can do to fix it. Okay, y'all, don't laugh at me. I went and got 2 7-foot fence posts. I had to knock the concrete off of them first and take some wire off of it. I don't even know if I can hold both these up and the wrenches and balance everything by myself. Next stop is getting Deanna to help if I can't do this. And I'm fairly sure that I probably ought to just go get Deanna now. But I'm like most guys, I'm pretty stubborn. So I'm gonna try it at least once before I have to go get Deanna. Here we go. Wish me luck. I think I did it. At least I moved it. I hope it wasn't just, yeah, there we go, look at that. All I had to do is break it loose. I dropped the pipe wrench in the water, y'all. Well, that might have been unconventional for some of y'all, but redneck people have redneck ways. I got the job done though. Let's see if we can fix it now. So if you don't know, this little plunger, and that's what I think my problem is, yeah, that plunger's worn out. There's no rubber left on it. It's not pliable anymore. But that little plunger is what shuts the valve off underneath the ground 2 foot. So that, and then there's a weep hole above it that allows that faucet pipe to drain into the gravel that we bury down by that weep hole. And that way there's nothing in the faucet above ground to freeze. All the water is at least 2 foot below. Now, I got to get this plunger off of here and see if my new plunger fits. Well, I tell you what, guys, not as smart as I thought it was. I busted the faucet. I didn't get it loose, I busted it. You can see, maybe you can see up in there, the top of the pipe is still in the faucet. Ain't gonna be no fixing that one. It's junk. So now we revert to plan B, which probably should have been plan A, and that is to just replace the whole thing. That's the plan. So I'm gonna go get the new faucet, make sure it's the right size, and a couple other tools, and we'll get it put on, maybe. no promises. That's just the way it is. I really wanted to save that old faucet so I could put this new one back up in the corner of the greenhouse so we'd have water up there. Currently, our setup, this fountain right here, this faucet, feeds the high tunnel and the greenhouse, and the high tunnel's where I want to put the new faucet. But we'll get another one, and we'll get that done at a later date. If any of y'all are wondering why Deanna ain't out here helping me, she's inside making a quilting video. Got a lot of interest, and people's been watching her learn how to quilt. And I love that she has a hobby that she loves. So I want to show you a couple things. What I was talking about a while ago, when I told you this plunger set on a seat. So that rod runs all the way, this is the new one by the way, runs all the way down and sets right there. There's a seat right there, and then that weep hole lets the water drain out of the pipe. That's how come it don't freeze. Now this new faucet has a big chicken beak, whatever you want to call it, the hanger knob there, big enough to keep my bucket from falling off. I shopped till I found it because this one on the old faucet never would work. And I walked out of several places because all they had was this kind and not that bigger knob, because I like to hang my bucket and go take care of other stuff. Don't have to sit there all the time. So with a little luck, I'll be able to get a hold of the pipe right here and it'll unscrew under the ground, and I'll probably have to take the nipple out of the bottom of that old pipe, put it in the new pipe. Hopefully that works and I don't have to run to Ace. Cross your fingers. Pray God. Praise God. Thank you, God. Make it work for us. Here we go. We're going to try it. As easy as this pipe was turning a while ago, I think it's going to work, but I got to get these wires off here first. Let me do that. And I always keep extra hose washers hanging out here. But anyway, I just got it braced to a T-post, so it makes it a little more solid, a little easier to not break. So let's get these wires off. Maybe we can reuse them, maybe not. That one just broke on me. All right, I think I can reuse that one. That one, and there's one down low out of the picture, so I'm gonna grab it right quick. Okay, got all three of the wires off, and I can take this out now, but I need to clean the hole out first. So I'm going to see if I can find something to dip water with, and we'll get after fixing the hole, or getting the hole cleaned out and everything out of the way. So I told y'all that I got the repair kit for the old one. When I went to find a bucket to scoop water with, Dunkin' Donuts coffee, y'all, my favorite. I'm not sponsored by them. They're just good. That's my favorite coffee. It's the only coffee I drink at home. But when I went to get the bucket, and I knew I had this, I just couldn't find it, I found the one that I know fits that old faucet, and now I don't need it because I broke the faucet. It's just the way it goes sometimes, I guess, but now I'll have a couple spare parts that hopefully will fit one of these others if I need it. So I'm gonna get to getting this hole cleaned out. That water's cold, y'all. Cold and wet and muddy. That was unexpected. I got a notice on my cell phone while I was out there just talking away to you guys that my storage was full. We just bought the new iPhone 15 Pro Max with 256 gigs of memory. We only had 16 gigs of memory on our iPhone 10s that we had before these 15s. So I come inside, sat down and started deleting videos that I didn't need. I had 220 photos, all around videos, all 4 videos, and 186 videos that I needed to delete. No wonder my memory was full. Now let's get back out there and get busy. I don't know how much y'all missed because I was in front of the camera with my hands in that muddy mess down there on my hands and knees. So we're gonna finish getting her dug out and get it pulled out. I think that's gonna be enough, but I won't know till I get that pipe pulled out. The whole bottom of this other faucet has to be pulled out first, but I do have to get that wire out of the way. All right, there's no wire in the way. Get y'all set up so you can see again. I really thought the nipple would be in there, but it's below ground. It stayed down there, so that's a good thing. We'll get the new one on now. As luck would have it, the new one's a little shorter, so I gotta go get my T-post driver and drive this post on down a little bit. Okay, let's take that post down a little more. That really should be enough. That's not good for my back, that's for sure. I'll be sitting on the ice pack here in just a little while. But I gotta get that cleaned out down there so I can see that nipple. I know I got muddy hands, so I didn't move you guys over here. But I got a root down there, right where I need to put the faucet. And it's been enjoying this free water. It's healthy. It's stout. I didn't want to grab y'all with muddy hands. Y'all would be mad at me. Oh, let's see if we can get it on there now. Hopefully we drove the T-post far enough. We did not drive the T-post far enough. Got to get it down just a little more. I believe maybe that'll do it. I got it on the nipple, but I definitely got to take the T-post down to about right here to get it out of the way. All right, guys. There's no doubt that's deep enough now. But I need y'all to pray for me. This is killing my back. But it's got to be done. I ain't hiring somebody to do it. Just don't. I need to get it pointed right here. Actually, I think I'm gonna leave it right there and try it. Y'all wait here. I'm gonna turn the water on. No leaks in the hole, and the water's on. Let's see what this does. Muddy water. I knew it'd blow out muddy water because I got a lot of mud in that pipe while I was working on it. Just let that run a minute. I don't really want to fill my hole up, but that's okay. Oh, wow. It's a stiff shut off. This video is getting too long, so I'm gonna split it into two parts and wrap this first half up right here. I just want to challenge you guys to go be a blessing for somebody else today. And if you have any prayer requests, please leave them in the comments down below. We would love to pray for you. Also, just want to bless y'all, the blessings of God. Bye-bye.